everybody, welcome to Ask Micha. And if you ask me, this whole dark skin, light skin situation, I think we just need to kill the colorism altogether. Essentially, no matter what color you are, to other people, you're just black. And it doesn't matter if you're from the Caribbean, it doesn't matter if you're not even from this country. The moment you step into America, that whole dark skin, light skin thing is it's mainly among the people of color community. Yes, colorism exists everywhere else. As far as the standards of beauty, lighter is better, darker is not so attractive, especially in African American communities. We really go against this whole dark skin, light skin war thing. And I mean, that's just perpetuating hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all fun and games when, you see those memes rolling around like, oh, light skin's not in style no more, dark skin men are women, oh, light skin women, blah, 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 oh, she'll probably look better if she was light skinned. Like, all those little things, they're only, I just feel like we're making fun of ourselves. Like, we're further kind of proving to the world that we do not have a sense of community amongst each other. And it's really sad, and when I was younger, I swam a lot, so essentially my color would change. I would go from brown to dark in a matter of seconds, being in the pool, being on the swim team, that was something that, I always constantly loved doing. But, one thing that my mom never said to me, or I never really had to deal with the whole color issue, because my mom used to be like, oh, your skin is so beautiful. I love when you and your brother get suntan. Like, we have this glistening, golden, dark brown skin complexion, and she loved it. She loved when we used to come home, she just called us little chocolate babies. And so, growing up with that kind of positive reinforcement about my skin complexion really helped me see that I was actually beautiful. And skin tone wasn't really a thing for us in my household. That wasn't something that we struggled with. That wasn't something that my mom had to teach us. It was just something that just was. And I feel like when you hear those comments, like when kids been outside all day, and your parents or your cousin or your sister or whatever, you come in the house and everybody's like, dang, you got black? And it's just like, come on, y'all. Yes, the person did get darker. That's what the sun does. But don't do it in such a negative way. Like, you have to really understand what message you're sending to people when you say things like that, especially young children. I mean, I used to work at a middle school, and even before that, I worked at a daycare, and just the conversation that these kids have, it's like, where are they picking up these things? And it's us. It's the people around them. It's the adults that are putting this negative just attention on, colorism. And social media obviously doesn't help. I feel like every time I turn on the radio, every time I look at TV, it's just color. It's just in your face. It's light skin, dark skin. And then everyone always has to make a comment. Oh, finally they have a dark-skinned girl in the video, or finally there's a dark-skinned family on TV. Like, we can't ignore it. That's what I don't want us to do. I don't want us to ignore it, but I want us to embrace it in a different way. I want us to say, she's dark-skinned, she's light-skinned, he's dark-skinned, he's light-skinned, he's tan, he's red bone, yellow bone, whatever the case is. And every complexion is beautiful. So, back in the day, it was different. It was the mulattoes, which were the lighter skinned slaves, that were treated better than the darker skinned slaves. You had the house slaves. It stems from slavery, and essentially we have yet to let it go as far as being against each other when it comes to skin complexions. But what I want you all to know is that no matter what complexion you are, to everyone else who is not our complexion, we're just black. That's it. You're just black. And so I think when you start adding on different levels of appreciation for different complexions, you're just tearing the community apart. And it's just like, let's not continue to feed that to our younger generations, that colorism should not be a thing in our community. We have enough things going on. And yes, I am speaking towards the African American community because colorism seems to be the most negatively seen or dealt with in our communities. Like I said, across the world, you have classism and colorism. It just so happens that in some countries, the darker people are the poor or the more poor, and the lighter, fair-skinned people may be at the top of the totem pole type thing. So I'm speaking relatively to the African American community in America because America is where I live. That's where the experiences that I've gained have come from. So I can't speak for anywhere else. But I do know that colorism is serious in the African American community, and it honestly needs to stop. Like, I'm tired of it. It's really, really annoying, and I feel like we just need to accept each other for who we are. Like, I don't know. And you can't help but think, is this a hate thing? Like, is she saying, oh, she's so pretty for a dark-skinned girl? Like, she's just pretty. She's pretty. That's it. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Oh, I bet if that light-skinned girl was dark-skinned, she wouldn't be cute. She's cute regardless of what complexion she is. Like, we gotta let that go. We gotta let it go because it is feeding and seeping into our children, and we don't want them really growing up like that. That's building self-hate. Let's stop building that self-hate in our community. Let's accept each other for different complexions that we are, and we just need to come together and say, you know what? We're all beautiful because we all were created with this beautiful complexion and this great melanin scheme that we have going on. So we just might as well just embrace it. So if you ask me, the dark skin, light skin crap, just cut it out. Y'all need to cut it, like, for real. Like, it's really getting out of hand. And yeah, let's just move forward and love all skin complexions.